Hello everyone and welcome back to a Rise of Kingdom video. This is your boy Legend Ronnie, and today we have the biggest issue in Rise of Kingdoms, and that is the alliance credits. Now you're probably wondering, hey, how can this be the biggest issue? I have noticed this across many of my accounts, that restocking the shop is becoming an issue for many alliances, even that you see in some alliances to be some really large numbers or decent numbers of alliance credits. Now the reason we have this number is because we won rank 1 in Honor, which obviously is only one alliance. In KVK 3, in Season of Conquest is multiple alliances. This is the rank 1 in KVK 3. It is a total of 92 million credits that we managed to win. But again, it is just one alliance that got this, and it is a lot of alliance credits. But is it really that a lot of alliance credits when you think about it? Because if you want to restock the shop, you can spend them pretty easy. And this is in Season of Conquest. This is the coalition ranking, so you can notice that as a coalition you can win even less. So that is about 45 million credits when you look like the rank 1, and if you want to go for a lower rank, it's way less credits. That is like 36 million credits if you have 180 members in the alliance, and then it's going to be 27 million credits if you have 180 members in the alliance, and then it's going to go lower and lower depending on the rank that you have as a coalition. So in my opinion, this is becoming a very big issue right now, because alliances, they just don't restock the shop. Players are generating so many individual credits. There is so many ways to generate individual credits. They have been kept adding and adding and adding into the game, more and more ways to generate individual credits. And I have a solution for this as well. You want to go and restock passports. Someone is asking for 50 passports. This is another 5 million credits that are gone, and that is for just one player. So how much can an alliance sustain to give for enough players to give everything they want in order to spend their individual credits? So this can pretty much tell you why alliances are not restocking the shop with anything. Like if you need teleports, if you need many of these things, they don't restock them, especially during KVK, because they need the credits to build forts. A fort is very expensive to build credits. It's 7.5 million. So alliances, they want to make sure that they have a restock of alliance credits in order to keep building forts. Maybe it burns, maybe it needs to be demolished. In any situation, all alliances are always making sure that there is plenty of credits for that. So who is actually suffering from this issue is the general players in general, or majority of players. There is nothing in the shops to spend your credits on because it is too expensive to restock them. And if I want to generate even more credits, I could. And I believe that not just myself, but many other players out there can do the same. If they want to start spending their arrows, their stars, or whatever, they can generate a large amount of alliance credits. I also have like 2,200 chests from Ethelflaed, which I think those will give me plenty of Ethelflaed heads as well. So you can pretty much tell that generating credits is pretty high. And this is something we do in Kingdom 1682, and I believe pretty much all the kingdoms, they do this, especially when they are in the home kingdom. They just drop a fortress and they put a 1 troop build, and everybody goes inside and until you reach your 20,000 daily limit. Now if you're wondering how long does that takes, it takes about 5 hours, 5.5 hours, give or take. So if you really want to set an alarm when you should retreat back your tier 1 troops, so you don't just keep it there for no reason. Now the reason I show you about the alliance construction and the donations and the helps as well is because that's exactly how you can generate more alliance credit as well. But it's not enough. That's definitely not enough how to generate more alliance credits, because it is too expensive, and a lot of alliance credits are being spent daily either to restock the shop or to build alliance mother loads. I think we can all agree that all the kingdoms are dropping alliance mother loads. So on a daily basis, there is a lot of alliance credits that are being spent, and then to restock the shop, that's also not enough alliance credits. This is the account in 1682. So even on this one, if I want to generate more credits, I could. But again, I would probably just hurt the alliance. Even though I'm R4, I could probably restock whatever I want in the shop and just get it for myself, such as speed ups. But the problem is, I know that that will just hurt the alliance overall. So I'd rather just not spend the credits now and just wait to a point or until we're going to have the credits for it. 80 million credits, I believe that that is just good for an alliance to have for the next KVK. Many R4s, many alliances, they just don't take this in consideration, like how many credits, alliance credits you can spend in a KVK. So if I go in the shop, for example, and I show you this is in 1682, there is not a whole lot, right? When you look about 20 teleports, at the point when you have 170 members in the alliance, you can realize that there is a lot of teleports that will be purchased. So credits will go away whether you want it or not. So if you want to restock something right now, a passport costs 100,000 alliance credits to restock. Now if you want to purchase it, that's 600,000 individual credits. In my opinion, the passport should be costing way less. Half price of this. It should be around 50,000 if not 30,000. This is probably one of the most used item right now to be restocked in the shop. The second thing, in my opinion, is the teleports. Now if you want to restock a teleport, it's 50,000 credits. Now you want to put 100 teleports, that is 5 million alliance credits, and you have 170 players in the alliance. So just one teleport per member, and you haven't put that enough teleports. So you put 200 teleports, that 10 million alliance credits are just gone, just like that. Let me just show you a little bit. I put 200 over here, 10 million alliance credits, just poof, gone, just like that. If people will buy 10, because we all know nobody really buys one teleport. People usually buy a couple of teleports at a time, and we get to a number that is inconvenient when you think about it. It's a lot of alliance credits. Or you want to restock some civilization changes. In my opinion, one of the teleports should cost around 10,000, 15,000 alliance credits. Because I know they don't want to reduce the cost drastically to put the items in the shop. The problem being, alliances will generate way too much alliance credits, and then will become a problem in KVK because of the territory, the fortresses that you can keep building. So for example, a fortress burns and you can just build one square behind it, or you always have an available fortress and you can keep building fortress behind fortress, and you can keep your territory for quite a while. And I'm pretty sure the game doesn't want alliances to generate so many alliances credits. That's why they didn't introduce more ways to gain more alliance credits. They just introduced ways to gain individual credits, because it will become a big issue in KVK when alliances can build way too many forts. After that, we have the targeted teleport, which it costs 100,000 to put in the shop. I think this is super expensive. Like, you want to put 200 of these teleports in the shop. Again, there's 20 million alliance credits. They should probably be around 20,000 in my opinion, 25,000, no more than that. People need to be able to afford these small luxuries in the game, such as being able to spend their credits on passports, such as being able to spend their credits on teleports, such as being able to spend their credits on civilization changes. A civilization change, in my opinion, should be around 200,000 to restock. Because in the end, restocking, it doesn't mean that anybody is buying it. Restocking it, you're just making it available for other players to purchase it. So this is when it's actually items being spent. This is when I want to purchase it on this price with the 2 million individual credits. So basically, this will be super helpful for all the players in the game. Because if the alliances will be able to fill the shop, then players will be able to spend their credits and spend their items, their resources that they are gaining, which is alliance credit, something that you gain on a daily basis. So you'll be able to enjoy more things into the game, maybe even speed ups, for example. Even if I want to restock 200 pieces of the speed ups, is 5 million alliance credits, which is super high. In my opinion, this should cost maybe 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 credits to restock. So if I restock 200 of these, should probably be around 1 million alliance credits. And that way, you will probably see, let's say, 1,000 of the 3-hour ones. That's how much I could buy if I want to restock 200 pieces of this 3-hour. And if I want to get rid of all my items, I could probably buy even more. And again, this is just one player that can do this. And there is players that probably have even more individual credits than I do. Another change that could do to this is add the 24-hour food, wood, stone, and gold, and the 24 hours gathering. I think those would be way more beneficial here on the resources rather than having these 8 hours. These are completely useless. If they want to go further on adding more useful things in the shop, it will probably be the 50% expansion and adding the 24-hour boost with the 10% stats. The attack and the defense with the 10% stats, adding better shields in the shop rather than 8-hour shields. Everybody has an endless supply of 8-hour shields, but if we do want to use a shield, I think everybody can agree that you would rather use a 24-hour or a 12-hour. So if they would add those peace shields, then this item might just be more useful as well. But again, the prices should be dropped, because 50,000 credits for a shield, which people have in hundreds, again, that's pretty silly. Then 65,000 for a 4-hour army expansion that people don't really care about. The 4 hours army expansion, I also think, is super high. VIP as well, this is something that is being bought pretty recently now from the shop as well. This should go down drastically as well on restocking. And I think that if this is gonna be done into the game, reducing the cost to restock the shop, I think it will enhance the gaming experience for all the players. Now you're probably thinking, well, this might just not be the biggest issue. Is the crystal tech is the biggest issue? Is the healing speed ups that it is the biggest issue? Well, the recent changes to the crystal tech, I think that is no longer becoming an issue. Before, I totally agree that it was an issue, having to spend 1,600 or free to play being completely crushed because not gaining crystals from the game. That definitely was an issue before, but with the recent changes and the cow Karak and the other stuff that they introduced, I would say that it is a total game changer when it comes to the crystal technology, and smaller players will definitely gain a lot more crystals and they will be more competitive. So I don't think that is being a problem. And about the healing, because probably that's going to be another question, that's the biggest issue. I don't think the healing is a super big issue right now, because they never done anything about it. The only thing that they've done is just to reduce the cost either through VIP or the crystal tech. They never touch the resource cost when it comes to troops, and they just kind of nerf it a little bit when they removed the unlimited help. So that's again nothing that they will do about it, but this is something that they can definitely do to reduce the cost of items when you restock a shop. So then the individual credits will start having an even higher value and more importance. Until next time, this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends.